Hello, happy Friday. I am about to go into a dentist appointment, but I wanted to share an amazing realization that I had with my experience on the drive here. So I'm driving on the way here, and I'm the kind of driver where I like to drive like below the speed limit or right at the speed limit. And so, oftentimes, everybody comes across tailgaters and people who are, driving quite close behind you. And, but I noticed that when I'm in a tailgating experience, I can sometimes start to feel anxious, very anxious, and like almost like a pressure to, speed up, and which is something that I don't like and don't want to do. So, I have no problem, slowing down a bit more and allowing those cars to pass so that I can keep driving at my own preferred pace. And so I noticed also that upon, first realizing the car was tailgating me in my rearview mirror, that I was beginning to avoid looking in the rearview mirror because, I can just feel that projection of of pressure and anxiety and stress of following right behind me. And so I did manage to look up in the rearview mirror, and the car was gone. It had turned. And so I had the thought and was like, wow, what if, like, I think he had recently turned, but, it was like, what if he or her, this person driving, had turned such a long time ago? Like, how long would I have been holding on to that anxiousness, that tension within my body, and anticipating, just this constant stress to that feels just so suffocating and limiting. And so that was when I received the message to start to take a look into my metaphorical rearview mirror and take an inventory of what are the things that I'm maybe anticipating and thinking that I will see that are following me from my past experiences that aren't really there anymore. And to ground myself even more in that way. And I thought it was a beautiful realization and a new way of perceiving and looking and navigating these healing aspects in a new way. So digging into your own metaphorical rearview mirror, looking up, and addressing the anxiety, the inner tension, the chronic pain or other chronic illness, that builds up within the body. What are we holding on to that we don't need to hold on to anymore? And I hope some of you may have a little light bulb that comes on in the ways that it did for me with this. I'm super excited to dig into this a lot deeper.